Miss Sarjitula and Miss Joy Joy will be the group 2. So, I am here a class that if you want to answer or you have an answer, then you need to raise the flag. And the group who would raise their flag first would be given a chance or the floor to answer the situation or the scrambled pictures. Alright. So, ready? Start. Are you ready? Yes. Yeah. Let's start for the first scenario. Group 1. Resources. Yes, correct. It is resources. It is dress plus sources. Group 1 has a 1 point. Number 2. Group 1 plays the population. Population. Are you sure? It has a present. Presentation. Presentation. Which is correct. Presentation. Group 1 and Group 2 had 1 point each. For the third? Group 1. Information. Yes, correct. It is an information. It has information. For the fourth one, we answer in one. Don't answer in chorus. Multimedia. Let's go, ma'am. For the last, I think for the second to the last. Oh, group 1 again. Connect. So technically the group 1 got the 4 points while the group 2 got 1 point. So we can still have a group 2. And for the next one is group 2. Communication. Correct. Communication. It is a communication. Amazing. So based from our activity that show what do you think are the words, what do you think would be our topic? Multimedia. Yes, a multimedia resources. So do you have any idea what is multimedia resources? Yes. So Miss Suwala, you answer yes. What is multimedia resources for you? Maganda po, Suwala.
Multimedia resources or base resources is about tools that we are currently using like digital.
Yes, correct. It is digital tools. And it also could be a traditional way. And in order for us to know what is multimedia resources or how these words came up, multimedia resources is a combination of animation, text, audio, internet, digital tools, and etc. that would be digital resources. So, if digital resources are digital, multimedia resources is all about text, internet. So, what do you think is multimedia resources in terms of education? Any idea? What is multimedia in terms or in terms of education? Stand up, Ms. Archie. What is the use of multimedia resources in education?
I believe multimedia resources are used in academic setup. For instance, like we're using TV to show videos to the students to let them view what they need to understand or take knowledge.
Exactly. That is the purpose, one of the purpose of multimedia resources in education. So I have here the definition of multimedia resources. Can you read the definition, class?
Material used for
Wait a moment. capture or stories with text and graphics, audio, video, and online format. So what is text and graphics? Do you have any idea what is text and graphics? Some application tools. Yes, PowerPoint presentation. So when they say when we say text and graphics, it includes PowerPoint like mga diaries, while the vlogs, the video content.